I just don't get it. I don't get this at all, and it makes absolutely no sense to me. Sir Disney here. It's the vlog of randomness because it's Wednesday, and I'm going to talk about something that kind of upsets me a bit. And that's probably a nice little understatement. A little backstory before we get started. Now, I remember back in the day, my local cable company. I believe originally it was TCI. And then it went over to Charter Communications. Well, Charter was fine, I had no issues with, and of course that ended up being where I went with my internet provider. Well, Charter ended up going into Suddenlink, and now Suddenlink is what we have. Now, I had no issues with Suddenlink until just now, so I have a few things I want to get off my chest here. This may not be a very long video, it just kind of depends, honestly. You know, when I start getting in rant mode, I either go way too long or I just get cut off right away. So, who knows how long this is going to go. Alright, let me explain what my issue with this is. Number one, obviously, with the exception of a few things, the Disney Channel and Celebrity Apprentice, all the award shows. Apparently, I'm not watching Face Off again. It started last night. I generally don't watch much television anymore. Growing up, I remember watching everything. I lived on Nick at Night. I lived on the Disney Channel. I remember watching Bozo the Clown on WGN. So, obviously, I was a big fan of Sesame Street. And even though you guys know I can't do math, still love Square One television. So I grew up on television. I love my game shows. Don't forget, one of my first words was Bob Barker. Clearly, I was a game show fan growing up. So I watched a lot of television. I spent a lot of time watching television. And a long time ago, there was, you remember what is said in The Cable Guy by Jack Black, that if you slip the cable guy $50, you can get all the movie channels for free. Even the dirty ones, you know, the Jack Black line. Well, here's the thing. That's a truth. Because we actually had converter boxes back in the day that actually got us pay-per-view channels. Now, I'm sure a lot of you out there think this is unheard of, or a lot of you out there are like, yeah, Owen, shh, don't say anything. Well, first off, number one, it's at least, if not longer, 12, 15 years later, so I'm pretty sure I can say something now, because obviously with digital, you can't really do that anymore. There's no converter box that's going to let you get all the movie channels for free. There might be, but obviously, I haven't found it yet. But that's not what I'm talking about here. I watched a lot of television. I watched a lot of pay-per-views. Obviously, I watched a lot of wrestling, a lot of game shows. Grew up like that. As years went on, I stopped watching as much, only watching wrestling and living on Nickelodeon. Mainly Nick at Night, watching shows that a lot of people my age did not watch growing up. Stuff like Get Smart and Green Acres and Mr. Ed. Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. There was a lot of things I watched on Nick at Night that most people my age probably did not watch. Now, I watched the other stuff too, obviously. I grew up on watching The Cosby Show, and later on in life, I was watching TGIF on ABC, 8 o'clock Friday night, stuff like Full House, Perfect Strangers, and later on, stuff like Step by Step and Family Matters. Obviously, I was a big television guy. And I will continue to be a big television guy, but as the years have progressed, I've not watched as much. And now, basically, I'm at the point I watch a few shows here and there, and then I have the Disney Channel that I watch until I fall asleep. That's just pretty much how it works. Yes, I live a very wonderful life when it comes to television. So, it was very interesting to me that I actually got home the other night, and my mom let me know a little tidbit of information that I was not aware of. Apparently, Suddenlink is now going into usage, and basically, nothing is unlimited anymore. You pay for your usage, and it's getting to be like a cell phone plan. But, the caveat here is, you don't have the rollover minutes, or the rollover hours of internet, the data hours, to the next month. So let's say you have 200 gigabytes and you use 75 gigabytes. Guess what? The rest of that, the 125, Yes, Owen did math on camera. That's gone. Never to be seen again. Off in the annals of history. Gone. Here's what I don't get. Now, obviously, I know people have had issues with Suddenlink, given the fact Suddenlink had problems with Viacom, and that's the reason we lost stuff like Comedy Central and MTV, and a lot of other channels. But they were replaced by other things, and that's how we have Destination America now, which is how I watch TNA. So, cheap plug, that review with NXT every Tuesday here on Pop. So, that being said, I wanted to promote a little bit. So, obviously, they lost a lot of their clientele, some longtime customers, by losing these channels. Channels that obviously a lot of people definitely enjoy, especially Comedy Central and MTV. Now, you would think, from a business perspective, it would probably not be in their best interest, after they already angered everyone by taking away their precious television stations, that they did something like this that would infuriate people even more to the point that they would switch to Dish. Well, here's the problem. Obviously, you guys out there know how much content we put on this channel every single day. And whether it's me, or AJ, or Ashley, or special guests along the road, obviously, every single day you get different content on this channel. Now, it's just sinuses, I apologize. It's the season, I guess. But the thing is, to put out a lot of content, I have to use a lot of internet. Obviously, a lot of data. Well, I was not aware until just yesterday that I now have to worry about my data. Right now, it is the 14th. It is a Wednesday, obviously, because it's the vlog of randomness, and this is totally random. And as of this moment, I have about 32 gigs out of 250 gigs. Now, this shouldn't be an issue, given the fact that it's just me and Mom, but don't forget, if you're putting out like 4 or 5 videos throughout the span of a week, or obviously you have to print out even more than that, yeah, obviously the data's going to go down. My mom works at home, and at least she has been lately, and obviously she has stuff to do for her job. I have stuff to do for Pop, and obviously we both like to play a lot of games, and like to utilize the fact that we have Wi-Fi in the house. And between my mom's Kindle Fire and her laptop, my desktop, her desktop, her iPad, my Google Nexus tablet, my iPhone, her phone, my iPod. Obviously, we've got a lot of electronics in this house. But thankfully not enough to put it up so high that we actually start to have to pay a little bit more. Just like with cell phone minutes, apparently if you go over your usage allocation, you will have to pay more. This is unacceptable. I don't understand why this is a thing at all. And I'm actually going to do a little reading for you guys, as I know you love it oh so much. I'm going to explain to you, by Suddenlink, like their own words, why they're doing this. Now, allowances. This is our allowance plan for Suddenlink now. One step among several that will help us continue delivering a quality internet experience for our customers. Other steps include the sizable investments we've made and will keep making to provide greater downstream and upstream system capability and more bandwidth per home. Even with those investments, a relatively few customers use a disproportionate amount of bandwidth. Yeah, I'm sure there's not a lot of people in this town that are YouTubers. I know that for a fact. Probably not in this area. Probably not really much in this state that are YouTubers. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen it, so who knows. Which can negatively affect the internet experience of those who use far less. So basically, the people that use too much, and the people that don't use enough, they're kind of trying to balance it. I somewhat understand that. As a complement to our network investments, we've established an allowances. In short, we want to help make sure the vast majority of our customer service continues to have a great internet experience, and the relatively few who consistently use much more bandwidth have a choice: use less or pay more. That's fair and reasonable. Okay. Now, apparently, not many people exceed their monthly allowance, which is a good thing so far. Now, apparently, from what I'm reading here, supposedly, these are the rules. After the first overage, the customer's browser directs to a notification page, and you find out that way. Now, granted, that actually happened to someone I know, so I know this is a shoot. This isn't just something that was like a chain letter or something you see on Facebook saying they're going to start charging if you don't retweet, that's Twitter. If you don't like copy and paste this message and on Twitter, if you don't retweet this, you're going to get like 5,000 years of bad luck. And I was like, no, I'm not even going to worry about that because it's not a big deal. The customer reads this page, select how they wish to receive further notifications by email or web, enter their account number, save the information. Now, after that, all future notifications will be sent after an account uses more than 80% of its monthly allowance, and we have less than 80% right now. Like, this is the bar. Okay, I'll show you in the camera view. This is the bar, and this is probably what we've used. So we're not using much at all. Not really. Considering the fact of all the electronics in this house and all the frequent uploading I have to do to YouTube, yeah, you'd think I use a lot more. No, thankfully we don't. I'll find some wood to knock on. There we go. That's better. If it exceeds that allowance over 80%. So after this, it furthermore goes on to say, customer accounts will not be billed for exceeding their monthly allowance until the third overage. You've got 2, and then after 2, you're screwed, basically. On the third and subsequent overages, the monthly allowance will be increased in installments of 50 gigabytes at $10 per installment. So, for 50 more gigabytes, you have to pay $10 on top of what you're already paying. Now, thankfully, you can increase your monthly allowance, but there's really not a point to. So, that's basically what they're doing. And, like I said, unused gigabytes do not roll over like cell phone minutes, even though, in all essence, they're making it into pretty much kind of like a cell phone plan. Just like most cell phone companies, there is no such thing anymore as unlimited data. Because obviously, I say data because Data was a character on Star Trek played by Brent Spiner. Now, the thing about it is, given the fact that they're trying to not punish everyone, kind of punishes everyone. Because just like I said before, the reason why we don't have salt shakers at my movie theater is because we found them in the Walmart parking lot, so it just takes one person to ruin it for everyone. And apparently this took somebody's exorbitant amount of internet usage in order to do this. Now, I'll shoot with you guys. As you probably know, I'm on the internet constantly, but I turn my computer off when I leave, and obviously when I'm in Orlando, it's not on. So, if there's no one in the house, which sometimes that's the case, because my mom could be on the road, there's no internet going out, no data being used. Just like with cell phone data, I'm guessing the only way that it's being used, not if it's plugged in or anything, but if it's being utilized, if it's being used for email or gaming or anything like that. If I'm just sitting here and the internet's plugged in, obviously I shouldn't be getting charged anything because I'm not doing anything. I'm just kind of sitting here like, yeah, just probably shooting a video, most likely. But that's just pretty much how it's going to work, I guess. I don't know what this means. The problem is, you would think that the best reaction to this would be to finally kick Suddenlink to the curb. Well, there's a problem with this. It has the best internet in town, and there's nothing, and I do mean nothing, that comes close. I don't really care much about the cable, except for a few things, but I still need it. But internet, as you guys know, is crucial to life. And the life that I put out to you guys every single day here on Pop. So, obviously, we have to have huge amounts of internet. My mom works at home, and I have the YouTube channel. So, needless to say, we both have to use a lot of internet. But apparently not enough to ever hit this point. So I'm curious to see and follow throughout the rest of the month to see exactly how this progresses. And like I said, we have 250 gigs and we've got 32 as of right now. So, I mean, we've got a long way to go. And then don't forget it's the middle of the month already. So it's not very long before we get new as well. It's just like I said, a cell phone data plan. It's exactly what it is. And it's the cell phone data plan, but without all the bells and whistles you normally get from it. It's really interesting, and not necessarily in a good way. Now, going to Dish would be great, but their internet's not the greatest. It's not the most reliable. And to go to like a dial-up would be impossible. And a DSL would be a huge step down. So obviously you need cable, lightning-fast internet. And Suddenlink is the place that offers it. Now, I've never had an issue with Suddenlink personally, except for this time and when I tried to get my email. Now, okay, I had the Sir Owen email that obviously my personal email, not the pop email, my personal email, my Sir Owen email account through Suddenlink, and I've had it forever and a day. Obviously, when I first signed up back when I lived at my old place. Well, when I moved over here, I still had this email and I'm still using it. And then one day, just out of the blue, many months later, they shut it off. And then I found out that I can't use it anymore unless I was the primary holder. Well, luckily that was really fast. I mean, no problem. I got rid of my mom's Suddenlink email, made mine the primary. Everything's great, good, wonderful. But I had to be on the phone like 4 times with very interesting people, and they really didn't have an idea what I was trying to do, and I kept getting the runaround, and eventually one person told me something, but it was proven to be a lie, and eventually I just got so fed up with it, I was like, I'm about to just lose it. But obviously, I was very cordial with everyone, and that's just how it works. I mean, I'm very polite when I'm on the phone, I guess. I get that from my customer service background. I get it honest from my mom. Obviously, she has a huge customer service background. That's where I get it from. Makes perfect sense. But I dealt with it, and that was the only issue I had with Suddenlink personally. And then after that, the issue I have is this. And I don't know why I'm worried about it so much at this moment, because we're not even close to even half of what we have allotted, but I don't know what's going to come, because obviously you have videos every day. When I go to Orlando, you have uploads, like huge amounts of uploads from everything. Even though most of that stuff I can upload, actually almost all of it I can upload there, so it has nothing to do with it. But still, I always am going to be checking every once in a while to see exactly how our usage is going, because now I'm going to be paranoid, which is not good. And I'm going to be a lot quicker to turn off the Wi-Fi, or to not necessarily not go online, because that's not happening, but I'm going to be a little quicker to check before I do things. And after I do things, I'm going to check to make sure I didn't do too much. I'm going to become, like I said, very paranoid about it, and I hope that's not the case. Hopefully we won't have anything to worry about, but who knows? I guess we'll see where we go when we get there. It's pretty much all we're doing right now. So, in closing, I'm not sure if this is going to affect our relationship with Suddenlink at all. Are we going to sever our ties with Suddenlink? Probably not. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm probably just going to watch things, and I guess, I mean, if I go over, then it's $10 for 50 gigs, so, I mean, that's not that big of a deal, I guess, but, I mean, it's the principle of the thing completely, so that's what we're looking at right now, so that's what we've got. And real quick programming note for you guys that are watching the vlog of Randomness. Tomorrow, AJ returns with me for another sip and snack. We're going to be going with Lay's potato chips. 3 different varieties of barbecue chips. We got a honey barbecue variety. We got a 2 other varieties as well. I can't remember. Hickory barbecue's one, and I think there's also like a sweet barbecue as well. Would have went well with the verses from last week, which if you guys haven't seen it yet, check that one out. That was a entertaining video to shoot. So check out last week's sip and snack if you haven't yet. And obviously got a lot of stuff. More programming notes is the fact that I have to work Friday, which is weird because I don't work Fridays normally. I personally requested off, but I have to work Friday, so we're going to change it and flip it around. So you're getting 2 editions of AJ's movie reviews. Of course, That's going to be coming at you guys this weekend. Friday, we're going to be talking about, let me make sure I got everything here. Where are you? Yes. It is Mr. Turner, Still Alice, The Homesman, and Maps of the Stars. That's going to be the video that's going to be coming at you guys on Friday. And Saturday, the regular edition of AJ's Movie Reviews, we're going to be coming your way with a Die Hard edition. We've got American Sniper, we have Paddington, we have Inherent Vice, we have Black Hat and the Wedding Ringer, yay. And coming next week, we have Cake and A Most Violent Year. Those are going to be coming with Mordecai's Strange Magic and, Boy Next Door. So yeah, that's coming your way. Obviously, tomorrow is another major thing, and that means that, yes, oh yes, we've waited so long for it, it's finally going to happen. Tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, will be the announcement of the 2015 Academy Awards nominations, and you are not only getting a video of AJ and myself's reactions to the actual nominations, you're also going to get a video from AJ and myself talking about the nominations, and of course, we have a video to shoot for the Golden Globes, which was Sunday, and of course we have the Critics' Choice to shoot very soon as well. Now let me kick you into the rest of the schedule for Pop this week. We're going to also be bringing you right into Sunday's brand new verses. We're going to go into the Asylum, so that's going to be our theme for this week. Monday we return to Celebrity Apprentice, talking about the newest episode of The Apprentice. We're going to be doing that. And of course, Tuesday, NXT and Impact Wrestling. Wednesday, we'll take you back into the vlog of randomness. Thursday, we're actually going to be doing a special sip and snack, a cereal sip and snack. Cereal yogurt, actually, I have. So that's going to be coming your way on Thursday. Friday, like I said, AJ's Movie Reviews. We have the aforementioned video I just talked about with Cake, A Most Violent Year, and, of course, the movies that are coming out, which are Strange Magic, Boy Next Door, and, excuse me, I always forget the last one, Mordecai. So, yeah, that's coming your way. So, obviously, thank you guys and girls out there for watching the vlog of randomness. If you have ideas for the vlog of randomness, and please, I implore you, let me know, because this segment pretty much hinges on what I decide to do at a drop of a hat at this point. Not gonna lie about that. Tonight's vlog of randomness came up last night when I was sitting at B-dubs with my mother, so that's pretty much what happened. That's what we came up with. I talked about Suddenlink and internet usage versus the fact that it's becoming just like cell phones. So, internet becoming like cell phones. Interesting. Very interesting. So, as always, if you like these videos, tell your friends about them, leave a comment. Do subscribe, help spread the word about Pop. If you haven't yet, it just takes a minute. Go to Facebook and click like on our Facebook fan pages under Suro and Disney Pop. I thank all of you out there that have already done so. And if you haven't, go there, click like, get us up to 100. It'd be awesome. I totally would appreciate that. You want to send me a friend request via Facebook, let me know you like the channel, let me know you like what I do, what AJ does, what Ashley does, you like the content you have on this channel every single week, every single day. You're more than welcome to do so at Owen Disney. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, I do follow Fridays, as all of my friends would probably know by now. It is Suro and Disney. That is on Twitter, and as last but certainly not least, if you'd like to send your thoughts, comments, queries, and opinions, you have ideas for Sip and Snack, you have ideas for the vlog of randomness, you have ideas for verses you would like to see. You want to talk movies with me, because it's, of course, the award season, we're now deep into it, or if you'd like to talk wrestling with me, or Halloween Horror Nights, those videos. Halloween Horror Nights video, I tell you right now on the vlog of randomness, is coming next week. We're going to do our first HHN 25 prediction video, so we're going to be talking about that, talking about rumors and some concrete information we actually know about the event that's coming soon, including the one icon that will definitely not going to be back. So we'll talk about that, and last but not least, obviously, if you'd like to just ask me questions, you're more than welcome to. Become a Popcast yourself? Sure, just email me at suroanddisney@gmail.com. So, in the meantime, I want to thank you guys and girls out there for watching. I'm going to go work today all day long. That's the reason why the vlog of randomness is going to be up so early. And of course, this weekend, if you get a chance to check it out, check out the brand new Sip and Snack, check out the brand new Oscar reaction videos about the nominations, both of those, and also check out the brand new 2 editions of AJ's movie reviews and the Versus coming out. Celebrity Apprentice on Monday, NXT and Impact on Tuesday, and we kick back into this vlog of randomness next Wednesday, Sip and Snack on Thursday, and AJ's movie reviews back on Friday. So that being said, thank you guys and girls out there for watching, and until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all I gotta say about that.